they already have the cloth. That's fine. I mean, I have the cash. Yeah, there's that Albany. Yeah, that was my next plan, was to join this up, not just for the passenger line, but it's a more expensive route, so it's because it's running through like bridge and tunnel stuff, so maybe I only have the ability to do one line, or even that is going to be costly. Yeah, I was mostly playing around with this to confirm I could set that up, but now that I've done it, having the freight line go between these two isn't that useful, so I may actually send it up here anyway. So I may do this one first, just so we can add in this to the freight route. And then passengers should be able to get from here to here. In fact, no, they can already do that. Like, is it worth connecting? Because they both have cloth. It's mostly... you're making meat, but... oh no, you've got it mostly to export. What do you need? Do you need meat? No, you've also got meat. Because, presumably, it's travelling by road a bit. So it's not actually that useful to connect it up. Maybe I do focus on Albany then. Just for the beer. No, we need to create some track first. And if we just join it up. Ooh, that is ugly. Why are you not following the route? Oh, because it's not a direct connection anyway. Is that the right one? Yes. So that costs 280 just to get from Albany to Davis Terminal. Which means I probably won't be able to afford, with my remaining 9,000, the cost of that bit. So I should just wait. Or I could do that and start sending some of the stuff this way, because I only need one line. Yeah, okay, let's do the one line. I know. I make a decision and then I immediately undo it. But I think this is the better call. It's better to connect it with a single line, even if we don't, to here, because we do have freight running between here and Boston. So we will build that track. We're happy with its route, generally. It's quite a good route. And maybe we just change our existing line. So if I click on this one, I have this route, so I can edit that line. And it's currently going one way, and then going to Boston and coming back to point 2. We can say it should go on that new track, which I won't be able to get to, will it? I need to... Once it's in the station, it's able to change at the gridirons, but I don't have a gridiron at this end, which will allow it to change. This is getting even trickier, because I need it to be on this line, right? Because the other one in the middle is my my express line. Okay, some thought is required. I suppose what I could do is in the track construction, do I not already have one of these things? No. Because, you know, I'm a noob. So maybe I could make a... gridirons are free, you can erase them, or just build another one for 3 or more tracks over it. So what I should do... My problem is I'm going to have, like, 2 tracks on this side, which I want to join up to the 2 tracks on this side. So I need, like, a 6 wide gridiron, but it doesn't suggest you do that, because that would be a very long gridiron. So I kind of need... I mean, I could build the track out a bit. But then, you know, if I was to build out this track to here, and then I could have a 6-way gridiron, but that's going to be horrible. Like, if you have stuff on these lines here, how do you get them across to that one there? Just is the... I guess the only way to do it is if you were to... well, either a gridiron, which is really, really long, or to have your own, like, not gridirons, but, you know, your own track connections. Or does it not matter? Like, once you're in the station, do you need to, like, would it just be able to hop over another track? Anyway, let me build on the track that we have. Go on, let's build a 3-way gridiron. Not that it is really needed. But you say it's free. So I'm trusting you on that one. And... yes. Yeah, that's how to change the tracks at a station. And a gridiron with 8 tracks is massive. Yeah. But, so it won't work if I am on this outer track and I want... It comes into the station here, and it needs to be on that track there. It's just not going to work. Because only one train can use that whole thing at a time. I guess I just need to... just need to have a big gridiron. It would work. So if the train just comes in here, it will then magically hop over onto that track. Let's try it, even though there's nothing connecting them. So I'm gonna... Can I undo that gridiron? And we'll build a different gridiron. So we only needed 2 gridiron for that one. And where's our route on that track, please? Right, so it does that, and then, like, we say you need to now be on that line. And it just says no. You can't. Because it's coming back on this track. So it can't get over to that track. If I was to click there, it's happy with it. Right, what was I clicking on? Oh, yeah, this is the passenger line. So it has... in the tutorial it said more than 4 tracks shouldn't be connected. Don't know how it would work if you do more. I think it's just because it's so long, and if you have 8 trains... Sorry, if you have 8 things in the station, and you have this massive bit of track here that only one train can use, then it's just inefficient. Because even though in real life you would be able to plan which one is using which, or like it wouldn't really matter because it wouldn't actually take up that much room, you know, you'd only actually have it taking up this much space. But in this game, because kilometers are different, like this distance in real life is huge, but here it's tiny. Build a short track from the station to the existing track on the left side. Yeah. But in its current state, it's not... It allows me to place this here. But it won't let me click this track. Because there's a gridiron there, but not here. I'm just trying to see if I can do it without having a massive gridiron. But a 4 gridiron is acceptable. But if it doesn't work this way, then I'll start adding in some track over here with the gridiron, and then use waypoints. Waypoints, yeah. Well, I'm using waypoints anyway, but it's just to try and get it onto the right track. Okay, so we're going to demolish this, and we're going to add in a different one for 3 tracks. No, 3, please. Yeah, that's quite long. To there. Worst case, it doesn't work. And then we're going to try and edit this again. If you please. And we're going to add that. But the way it's doing it is not really how I want it to do it. So you can see it has worked it out. But it's going to do it by going all the way to Davis, back up to Boston, and then it's going to be on the right track. Always check if the waypoints work. I had multiple errors on this map. I think it is working fine. It's just, it knows that the only way it can get from over here to over here is if it goes back to Boston, which is not really what we want. Okay. Sometimes it works, but not always, at least on my system. Okay, so maybe you mean it's just buggy generally? Which, you know, based on my experience of the tutorial, wouldn't surprise me. So before we get into that then, we are going to extend this track out. I mean, at least to here. I don't want it to do too much construction. I mean, it's going to create its own gridiron, right? It doesn't go anywhere. It's not happy. So let's remove that track point and maybe make it merge in. Do you want to merge in? Oh no, you need a track point. Something like that. I have no idea if this is going to work. And I can't build it because I don't have enough money. Where did all my money go? Building the thing before. Right. New plan. We don't do this. The track, the line between Davis Terminal and Boston is one line. The line between, and in fact, we may make Davis Terminal go up higher. I don't know. No, the line between Davis Terminal and Albany is a different line. That's the way we're going to do it. All right, we're going to get rid of that gridiron because we don't need it, as far as I'm concerned. And we're going to make this a 2 gridiron for these two because they should have one anyway. Don't know why they don't. And we're just going to create a new line which does the good old job of going from Davis Terminal on this track to Albany, and it's going to come back on the same track, and it's going to do freight only, and we don't have the money for it. Wow. Okay, unpause. I had a route for corn and grain to Boston. Tracks led through Albany, and instead of heading to Boston, it stopped at Albany, went to Boston without unloading, and fall back to corn and grain station. Yeah, it's I guess it's hard to know without seeing what was actually connected, but having seen the way some things are connected, like with the trains or the track, you know, if you have any track that looks anything like this, then like before it was doing that weird trip up to Bangor just because I didn't have a gridiron here. So maybe you're missing one gridiron and it will do something weird. Let's make the game a bit faster so we can get this cache and get this route going. I also have enough for research. Maybe. Right. Yeah, it's only one rail at this moment in time. Left from Albany is corn and grain. I used that point for almost all cities. This one. So this has enough grain to feed all of them. I suppose Albany has some production from there, and it's just getting it from the road, but I could join that up. Probably should join it up because it doesn't have any in... Oh no, that's wheat. You were talking about corn. Corn, yeah, over here near Buffalo. Okay, so yes, that one. Yeah, so that should feed all the people's hunger, should it? Is it a need? Yeah, it is a need, isn't it? Right, and our train has not filled up on anything. It has export warehouse. Is it wheat? So this is wheat, this one. And this one is corn. So yeah, from wheat you make like bread and, you know, flour and, well, I guess beer. So that's this one. Corn is just, you know, sweet corn. Assuming you're asking a language question. And if you're not, then I apologize for misunderstanding. I'm not too sure. So this train which is coming back, why were you empty? Because Albany, grain and wheat are like, grain is, here it says grain. In my mind it's wheat, because that is what wheat looks like. Wheat is a maybe more specific plant. There are other types of grains, like barley, other things like that. So, but yeah, grain is what the game calls it, I guess, because it's being a bit more generic. Anyway, I was trying to work out, this thing is, it's definitely taking sugar to Albany, but it's not taking beer back. Maybe, I mean, there's no, oh, I need a warehouse, that's why. I can't have a warehouse unless I research a warehouse. Okay, we found a use for our innovation points. Okay, so if we click off that, click back on, now we can have a warehouse, which we cannot afford. Okay, So this is what we're saving up for. This is our connection. Oh, okay. On a direct route between Boston and Albany, you don't need a warehouse. Should work. Yes, it should work. However,
I just received a grateful letter
I
from
am
the mayor of Boston regarding our new passenger line. That's really good press, especially now that we are delivering goods faster than they are consumed. Passengers can be a more reliable source of income.
I was just waiting for him to talk. I'll get back to what I was saying in a second. What's my balance is plus 1.4 million. I mean, it's not really. I spent all of it. Bonuses. Oh, right, yeah, but then I spent it all, so... You know, construction. Because I didn't want to mess about with the gridiron and it being on these two tracks and this track. So what I have is one line which goes from Davis Terminal to Albany, and one line which goes from Davis Terminal to Boston. So it isn't a direct route at the moment, unfortunately. So I either save up the money for this or I start building out this track again. Because that's what stopped me. I didn't have the cash to build the track. But I'm getting in 30 grand a week, so I should be able to afford this in 2 months. No, sorry, 2 weeks. Although not, because my money's going down. Maybe I should remove this as well. Because it's not doing anything for me at the moment. It says average balance per week plus 14,000, and yet all I've seen happen recently is the money go down. Yeah, it's just... I'm going to delete that one temporarily. I can always bring it back. In fact, I probably will bring it back in a minute. Because we'll have a line that goes from Albany to Davis Terminal, and Davis Terminal to Boston. I could make that stretch even to go as far as here. Not that they need the sugar, so there's nothing. They might need the beer. Maybe use bonds to get money? Bonds. Oh, the bonds. Maybe. Yes, you gotta borrow money to make money. Yes, it's that or, you know, start investing in things. Is it worth investing? They say you make more from the actual trains, right? I mean, I'm almost there anyway. It's fine. Do it. Or... Come on, you were so close. What happens if you go negative? I'm not using the stock market, to be honest. Yeah, I just in the tutorial it said you're more likely to make money from doing the train stuff rather than the stock market stuff. So maybe that's something to look into. So we did all those. We need to grow Boston. That's what we're trying to do. As soon as we tick over, I believe in you, trains. I believe in you. Go up. Go up. No, don't go down. I just assumed because we were so close that it was going to actually do it. Go on. Yeah. Thank you. Right. And having done that, where's the train? At this point. So we're just going to wait for it to go back and see what happens. We could ride along. Choo-choo. Um, I was going to say, where's the rest of my train? But obviously, there's nothing here just yet. This is maybe one of the more interesting routes, seeing as it takes the long journey around over the bridge. Choo-choo. Yeah, this really interesting bridge here. Oh, also you can't... It's slower to be on the train. So we'll maybe not do that. With my research, I can now get the speed efficiency thing, so we should probably get that. And... Boston Albany Railroad has fastest train. Jumbo will reach 35 miles an hour. Kilometers even. Right, where'd you go? Oh, you sped across the bridge. That's going to be the one interesting bit. I like bridges in that game. They have a nice flavor. Sounds weird. The flavor of the bridge? Or you mean the fact that it's kind of wooden construct? Flair is what I searched. Yeah, flair's a good word. It's, you know, a time before they had big steel bridges, I guess. Or maybe this was cheaper to construct. Anyway. Are you going to be annoying me this much? Why does it have no cargo? It has plenty of beer to export. Nice looking. Yeah, that as well. It has plenty of beer to export. Davis Terminal has a warehouse. Oh, no goods selected, that's why. Right. It would be nice if it would just choose some. So we're going to choose meat, we're going to choose beer. And sugar we don't need to store because it has it here. Lumber. What other things do we have up there? Maybe cloth. We're going to store all those things. You have a route from sugar to Boston. I have... Yeah, because this is sugar, it goes up to Boston. It doesn't do much yet because it's just doing this one little route. Really, I should extend this one. And I will do it now. This is going to be the one which goes up to here. So we should click on that. Up to... What's it called? Portland. Back down. And into Boston again. It doesn't necessarily need to stop in Boston again, but maybe worth doing so. Down onto that track. Your train line only enters the station of Davis Terminal to turn around. As a result, your trains may lose time. It's maybe due to the order of stations platforms. Roy Beda, welcome to the stream. Thanks for chatting. You finally caught me live. Good luck with the new-ish channel. Enjoyed the potion mixing. Ah, you found me on YouTube. Yeah, I tried potion craft. Was it last weekend? Or was it the weekend before? I can't remember. Time flies. So yeah, thanks for dropping by. Hope you're doing well. If you want me to create more potion craft videos, because I just did the one stream of it, then what you need to do is find 10 other people who also want to watch it and get them to join in at the same time. No, that's a joke. You don't have to go find me people. I mean, I will be finishing up soon because it's gone past midnight and I'll need to go sleep soon. But first I need to work out what is going on with my station here. I mean, trains in general. So I'm not going to confirm this because I want to work out what it's doing. I have a feeling it is... Thank you very much for the follow, Inside Hero. Hopefully you've been enjoying this. I mean, you said you were a German, so I guess it's even later there. Or maybe you're not in Germany at this time. This is doing something weird. What is it doing? Right, so this comes in... It's... Waypoint 2... No, the problem is... Again, I have things on this track that I want to get them over to this track. And it doesn't have the ability to get across, to go up on that. I need to pause the game. So because it's on these two tracks, and then it can't get across to those two, it has to go all the way up to here, only for it to come back. And then same probably on the way back, it can't get across. So I could just build this track out. And again, just build a big gridiron. I think that's the simpler option, isn't it? For now. Or I just leave it as 2 lines. Fine. The main thing is, did we move any stock into this warehouse? Waypoint 2 is wrong. But I think it was fine, wasn't it? I think it really is just a station thing, because this is what we have now. And it's already waypoint 2. Oh, I see what you're saying. It was wrong. But even still, even if that was at the bottom where it should have been, or removed, then it wouldn't be able to move across. Because it comes in here, and then it gets stuck. It can't get across to this bit of the track, so it has to go all the way up here just to turn around. Which if I add that back in, that's the wrong train. Yeah, I was editing it. So I added this endpoint. You see, when I add 3, even if I get rid of 2, so this is to go from here, we'll go on point 1, which is just a track, to Boston. If I then want to go from Boston up towards here, and my point 3 is this track, then it has to go all the way up here. Yeah. So this is why we're not going to play around with that. We're just going to leave that one as it is, and we're going to let some things build up in this warehouse. Okay, so we have beer, we have meat. We don't have lumber here yet, but presumably Albany... Oh no, someone's been bidding on something. These research results will be auctioned off to the highest bidder. I can't afford it anyway. Through the Eloquent, you receive a bonus of 30%. But I hit pause button look different here. Yeah. It's fine. I think I was explaining it maybe not so well. Not so clearly anyway. Okay, I'm happy that we have beer coming to this place. And I'm happy that it's maybe making its way here. Current delivery by train. This is... It hasn't decided to move its lumber out, which I was hoping it maybe would do. Maybe. Why are you taking... Oh, you're being serviced. Fine, let's speed you up a bit. Or... You're just going to take so long to be serviced. Oh, I suppose it's really, really damaged. Okay. I mean, I really should be spending the rest of my money as well. But I'm more focused on trying to understand if this is working the way I want it to. Okay, well, whilst it's doing that, what does Boston want? It has plenty of livestock. We're giving it the beer it needs, but we also need to give it corn and grain, because its fulfillment of demand is 50%. If we get that to 60%, it will start growing, which is what we need. We need it to grow. So yeah, we do need to go to the other side of Albany and start connecting up those things there so that we can bring them in. It's just loading meat for now. Maybe some lumber as well? I suppose on the route I could... No, it's not going to do any lumber. Oh right, it's here. I can't even choose it as a thing. Really? So Boston has lumber, which it's getting from here, fine. But it can't choose to be a waypoint for the lumber to get to here. It's a bit annoying. Change. Yeah, well, I was expecting that. Do I not open the quarterly report? Not really. Anyway, it has come to that point of the time. I mean, it makes sense that I can't talk. Where I need to go to sleep. I want to thank everyone for joining. It's been great having people here and chatting, so thank you very much to everyone who did, including, well, Inside Hero and Roya Vida. Great to have you guys here. There were lots of other people as well. Earlier, I saw, who was it? Detroit, Dempa. Yeah. If you're new here, I'm a very new streamer as well. Only a month or two. If you're enjoying it, please leave a follow. If you want to check out some of my other stuff, then feel free to check out YouTube. Yeah, I want to, wish you all a great day, evening, night, morning, wherever it is you are, and I'll see you again soon. And sweet dreams right back at you. And yes, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, and if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.